as you can see, well, you will see in a minute when I pick up the kit. Still pale because I have only been doing washes. I haven't really intensified the colouring that I have been using. So, or the paint I should say. I'm going to use the same sponge I used for the magenta. I'm going to use the paint that I just got in. I use very lightly on the clay babies. It's brilliant that, because I don't have to bake them, you see. They just air dries and it's exactly the same as baking them. So these paints can be used on more than just Reborn babies. I've tried them on silicone babies actually as well. Now that I think about it, I was not sure if I've got one handy. No, I'll have to remember to show you. And I didn't even have to matte the baby. I will, because I'll seal the paint. Beautiful paint. Done a good job on the silicone. And then I'll seal it with a layer of silicone. And anyway, that's for silicone teaching. Right. Not that I'm an expert in silicone doll making, I can assure you of that. Anyway, that's another story for another day. We are going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, come down, and 15. So 15 drops of this. So we're intensifying our colour. So now I'm going to put sealer in. Right. Oh yeah, I got this in my last shop as well. Yet I don't know how to use it yet. I'm going to have to find out about this as well. Might have instructions, I didn't look. Eraser. They've brought out this other tool, this line of paints, and you can take off layer by layer if you've made a mistake. The paint, that is, layer by layer. There's 3 drops in there. I haven't got the tool yet. I'm not even sure if it's in stock. I'll have to go and find out. But I assume that's what you load it with. And I bought that before the tool, so not unusual for me. I do things back to front. I don't know if I put the Liquitex in or not. I think I will. I'll just go. Probably. Oh, there was 4 mils in here, so I'd say probably go the entire 4 mils. Whoops, you may even need a little bit more actually. So you may still have to thicken this up. It's quite a bright colour. I don't know the look of it anyway. Okay. I'm quite looking forward to getting that new medium and trying it, if it's as good as what they say. And they do know what they're talking about. They've been a tremendous help in the past with anything from silicone dolls to vinyl dolls to Polymer Clay dolls. They're really good. Pity I can't remember the name of the company. I'll find it and I'll put it in the next video I make or something. Oh, somewhere, wherever you put written stuff. Don't forget, I'm still new at YouTube, so I've got no idea. Okay, we're just mixing all this up well, so there's no lumps in there. And I'm pretty sure it is Liquitex, same brand, just a different medium. So, there we go. Get rid of all the lumpy bits. And this time, we're going to try and aim to get slightly darker colouring than what we've been getting with the washes, but I don't want heavy mottling all the same on the baby. So anyway, we'll just use the same sponge we used last time. That's what happens when you have a cold. That's my excuse and I'm sticking with it. Stops me from thinking. Okay, well, we'll start with the leg. Handle. And I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to start. Now that looks a bit heavy. So, not what I want. I can go ahead and blend it out with this, but that's still not my answer. Okay. Not sure why this is happening. This I thought would have been good for modelling. But I'm not liking what I see. That's not good. Not liking what I see. Gotta like what I see. And there was quite a bit of paint there, as you can see. And it is translucent still. It's not heavy-bodied. But it's just not giving me the texture. Okay, that's alright. I'll live with that. They still look quite nice. Painted. And this is not a wash, as you can see. This is clearly a lot darker than what you would mix up for a wash. So I may even use a different brush in a minute just to spread the paint. Use the bigger brush, which is better. Yes, you can see on the side of the bowl there, it's running down, but it's not running down real fast like the washes do. So, and the vinyl's taking a beautiful warm red colour to it. Really nice. And I'm just going to go over it the same as what I've been doing. And of course, don't forget the creases. You don't want paint accumulating there. So where's my funny... oh, here we go. Oh, stay there. Sponge? Yeah, sponge. Brush. Just to get in there. Okay. So, just so that that's well covered. Little tootsies. And here we go. Yeah, no, I'm quite happy with the result on that. I don't know how good. It's afternoon. When I was meant to start in the morning, but got held up doing other things, and it's quite, well, it's winter, so afternoons are still on the dark side. Oh, I think I put a little bit too much paint on this. Oh, we'll get it off. Well, we won't get it off, we'll blend it. Okay, let's start with there. So that's a nice colour though, it really is. When it dried, even on the Polymer Clay babies, it lightened up, so that's something to keep in mind. May not behave the same on vinyl as it did on the Polymer Clay, but it did with the Polymer Clay, it lightened up. So, yeah. I knew I wouldn't escape this cold. I thought I dodged the bullets, but no, sadly I did not. I think it's miserable. You just feel plain miserable. Don't feel like doing anything or moving much. It's the first day today that I felt a little bit more enthusiastic. So that's the colour of it. And it's a warm, sort of pinky red. And we'll see what it looks like when it dries off, or flashes off as they call it. Now, okay, for the head, we do the same. And of course for the other limbs as well. So I've just put a little bit of paint on my brush. Do the back of the head first. Always say that if you do, well, not so true nowadays that I'm painting hair. I'm still doing the mohair, but opting for painting as well. You will see a mistake if there is one. We used to say start at the back of the head, so if you make a mistake it won't show. You'll have the mohair to cover it. But that's not the case anymore, unless I'm doing it in mohair. Which I'm working on one at the moment, Little Bean, her name is, the kitten name. And she's a cutie. She's got the finest mohair, because she's a little preemie. And I find it's much harder to work with as well, because it's just so fine. See how I didn't go over the face? I'm using the same sponge. So I didn't actually load my brush and go over the face like I did with the back of the head. I'm actually working the paint. And there is a reason for that. I will tell you what it is. From the back to the front. Now, I don't know whether my camera's going to be able to pick that up, but by doing that, apart from having less paint there, which is the obvious, if you have a close look, it is giving it the look of mottled. Very, very slight, almost inconspicuous mottling. And that's fine. That's what we want. We don't want blotches. Oh, well, we're going to get the blotches, but baby blotches, but we don't want mottling that makes them look ugly. Put it like that. It's a very pretty colour. I'm quite happy with that. And I'll continue now on with the rest of the kit. S on the end with me, so I do 4. Okay. So, I don't know, I'm quite liking that. Then we'll do all of them the same way. And I think after this layer, actually, we could be done with skin layers, because this is bringing out beautiful colour for the skin. There you go. Right,